All right, so welcome everyone. Upper Bucks Chamber is doing a new initiative called Keep the Cheer Here, Upper Bucks, and it's a holiday initiative program for our members starting November 1st and going to the end of December. And this is a promotion, an initiative to remind our community members that although we love online ordering through certain businesses, that we really want to shop and support local. And we want people to be creative and think about different ways they can support businesses, not just retail and restaurants, but our professional services. And it's a great new initiative that we're trying to do. Members can sign up online. It's a free program. We'll give you digital versions of our Keep the Cheer Here bag, and we'll do printed versions as well. You're going to share your promotions, the specials, anything that you're doing, you're going to share with us, and then we're just going to push it out to the community and really try to change. I mean, I shop at Amazon too, but then there's other times where I really want to get something special or support a local business, a gift card, a professional service. So in order to do this, we partnered with Michelle Kane of Voice Matters to get us holiday ready. So she's going to set us up with some ideas and thoughts so that you have a marketing plan that you can try to implement tomorrow or next month. We're doing this for November and December to give some people some time. So thank you, Michelle, for being with us this morning. We appreciate your expertise and your experience and your knowledge, and you're just a really nice person too. So that makes it that much better to be able to host you this morning. So thanks for being here, and take it away.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for taking time out of your day. I know how busy days can get, and it's hard to carve out the time to park yourself in front of yet another Zoom. So hopefully what I'll present is valuable to you. Just a little bit about me. My company is Voice Matters. My business was born out of that 2008 recession. I started my career at an ad agency in Philly and then moved into the nonprofit world closer to home here, right? My Souderton P.O. box is actually my office in Telford. And then after a time, that one of the nonprofits that I was managing communications for put the nonprofit with that recession. I sat there thinking, oh my God, what do I know how to do? Well, this is what I know how to do. So I formed Voice Matters back in 2009, and here I am. So really today is, what I'm going to go through is, it's not reinventing the wheel. So, some of this you're like, yeah, I know it. But just really hopefully to inspire you with some new ideas to just capture where we are right now, where people are right now, and, reaching your target audiences. And I love that there is a whole mixture of people from professional services to retail, to personal services, to municipalities on here, because that makes it interesting as well. And, maybe might add to some collaboration. So let me do this screen share thing. And, it's never not awkward to do the screen share. I'm so smooth. All right. So we'll do share screen, and then we'll make it pretty. Share. Present. Yes, please. I would like to present.
Thanks for putting our little logo in there. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm sorry, it looks a little funky. But
that's all right.
As I was saying with Canva, you do the best you can until you can. So yeah, keep the cheer here. I think this is an incredible opportunity for everyone to kind of band together and think of some new things to do. So, it's no secret that 2020 has presented unique challenges to all of us, businesses and institutions. But what the good news is? You're all still here, right? You've all made the pivot to some degree. So now's the time to really hone in and plan your marketing for the 2020 holiday season, turning these challenges to your advantage. Like I said before, you might already be using many of these tactics, and that's great. Much of what we're going to discuss today is going to serve you well outside of the holiday season too. So my goal for today is to help you take a look at your marketing efforts during this pandemic and over these next 2 months. We're going to talk about your strategy, your messaging, and the tactics and tools that are available to you to plan for a successful season. And we're also going to talk about a little bit about what Google's looking for these days, especially with Google My Business. So So this is a little holiday prediction from our friends at Experian. I've been talking with them recently regarding a client, and of course, they are one of our credit score keepers, and it is both frightening and fascinating how much they know about consumer behavior. So the nice thing is that there is good news, as you'll see. They expect that about 50% of adult shoppers are going to be spending the same or more this holiday season. So, that's encouraging because every day it's a new uncertainty, right? We try not to get bogged down in overthinking that. And, it's been tough. So it's kind of nice to see, maybe if people are kind of looking for an escape, let me just shop. So know that the dollars are out there for you to get, right? And I apologize. I've got to move my window. There we go. So let's set the scene. The first thing that I can tell you, not even at this holiday season, but anytime, is communicate, communicate, and communicate some more. Everyone, well, I say everyone, a lot of the businesses that I would see online did a phenomenal job at the outset of the pandemic, letting their audiences know whether they're open, whether they're not open, how can we be reached? And then that segued into, okay, we're open now, and here's how we're keeping you safe. Here's how we're operating. Don't stop doing that, because I'm sure I'm not the only person that, you might have children that you're schooling at home. You've got this, you've got that, all on your mind beyond our normal level of stress. So please don't stop communicating clearly and often. You will know that fine line between numbing your audience and making sure that they're informed. You want your audience to trust that you're being as careful now and into the future as you were when you first reopened. You want to set that stage of comfort for them to do business with you, whether that's coming in to shop or coming to visit your facility, or even to pop in to pick up an order, right? Okay, let's dig into some strategy. And I've got very simple PDFs that I'll share afterwards to kind of help you, plan. Again, it's really not rocket science, but at least it gives you a nice vehicle to plan your ideas. So when you're thinking of your marketing strategy, not just for the holidays, but anytime, you want to know, where's your audience spending their time right now? I would hope that you know who your audience is right now. So you want to think about, where are they? Are they spending more time online? You bet. At the same time, people are getting antsy. They're eager to get out and do so safely. So you're going to want to encourage in-person visits by letting them know that you're open, doing it safely. Here's how we're doing this. You also want to define success. So if you're planning a very specific strategy for the holiday season, discern for yourself, what does success look like at the end of this? Because that will help you as you plan your tactics. And it will also kind of relax you into knowing, okay, well, this is what success looks like for me. So I'm not going to get too caught up. I'm just going to work the plan. Does it mean matching last season's sales? Does it mean getting 2 new clients before the end of the year? Figure out what that is for you. Theme, especially since it's the holiday season. You might want to do a fun theme. Why not? We all need some fun. Now we're right on top of November, so it might be too soon to have a theme that's specific to Thanksgiving. But choosing a theme, whether it's one for November or another for December, it's fine. Whatever works best for you, your goals, and your business. But whatever you do, the next step is creating the messaging points to support the theme. So, and in doing so, I don't mean just like your slogan. I mean, really think. It's not just your products or your services per se. What you really want to promote is your value. What is the value? What's the value of shopping downtown? Well, you're supporting another small business. What is the value? And you can even put it in a dollar cents thing, which I've seen done, and that's prime to me to shop downtown, right? Is the sales tax you pay here, your dollars stay here, they get spent here. What is the value of the service you provide? You might coach someone in their finances. That's great. What does that get them? That gets them peace of mind. What do we need more of? We need more peace of mind. So I think that's something that, you certainly, if you've not already figured out or looked through that lens, you're certainly more than capable of doing so. You also want to focus on, of course, what sets you apart from the big box stores. Even that Amazon online shopping, because we all fall prey to it, right? Did I stop at the store to get a puffy envelope last night at 10 o'clock? No, I ordered it from Amazon. Now, I'll just deter a little bit. You can counter your Amazon shopping if you do Amazon Smile for a local charity, and then we'll be okay with it then, right? Okay, so here you've planned your 30,000-foot view of your strategy. Now let's dig into some tactics. I split this into two categories, especially since it's a shop local theme. One would be community and outreach activities. And then, of course, the other, since, with the pandemic, more and more so, we're spending more time online. We'll take a look at the digital side, and we'll look at some great tools that you can use for the holidays. So community-based outreach activities. These are the things that let you talk about your business, let you gain some recognition, just simple brand awareness. But at the same time, you're building trust and goodwill by doing good for the community, which is fun, and it's productive, and it's really what, I'm going to get a little cheesy here, it's what makes community, right? And some of these activities are going to dovetail with online activities, of course, just because it's how we're staying connected with COVID. So, consider nonprofit support. I would say, and I usually say this for any event, if you're hosting an event at your business, even in normal times, we're all so busy, tie it into a supply or a food drive with a local charity. We've all seen it. Bring a canned good for this class, or we're having an open house. Please bring diapers for, the local pantry, something like that. It brings in foot traffic if that's what you're trying to achieve. And, take it a step further. Maybe reward the donor with an entry for a prize or a small item or a discount. I had a client, we did a pet costume party last Thursday for Make a Dog's Day. And, we spiced it up a little bit with, we allowed them to enter via photo, or we create a sign-up genius, and so they can make an appointment because we didn't want an onslaught of 30 people at once because of the pandemic. So they could book a time to bring their costume pet in. We've got that running on Facebook all week. So there we are. We get a chance to talk about ourselves in an altruistic way and a fun way, because hello, cute pets and costumes. And the grand prize is a gift card to the business and also a treat basket from another local business. So, try and think of ways to collaborate, which is my next point. Collaborate with other businesses, and I tried not to think of this purely from the local retail point of view. Even if you're a professional service business, you can collaborate in some way. Think of a fun promotion for the holiday. And, I'm sure even throughout this Keep the Cheer Here campaign, this chamber is going to do a great job giving you the graphics and the things you need to tie things together. You might want to do, say, a 12 Days of Christmas scavenger hunt. Even if it's a storefront, like, find I don't remember how many lords are leaping. Find the image in a store window, think of clues. And you can do all of this on Facebook, or, actually, yeah, Facebook, it's where we're all living mostly these days, or Instagram. Or even, if you wanted to do a passport with stickers, if you want something tangible. So I don't know if many of you follow a Wow Cow. They've been doing their tour to Cow through September and October. They themed it in a Halloween theme, and you go to one of their shops and you get your little card, and they have a sticker for each shop. And so, oh, this is tragic. You have to go and eat ice cream all day. And if you get all stickers fulfilled, I think you get even more ice cream, which, you know, can I get it to go? Anyway, but think of something like that. Even a business decorating contest, or, this sounds so hokey and old school, but I have had incredible success with a good old school coloring contest. And, you could display them in business windows, again, thinking of things where people can be walking around, not necessarily having to go in, but at least stopping at your property. Oh, I just saw, thank you, Amanda. She wrote in chat that if you are a member of the Blooming Glen Farm CSA, they're doing an ice cream share with Oh Wow Cow next year. Awesome. So get your veggies and your Oh Wow. So, collaboration, I always love collaboration anyway. Even if it's a business that's similar to yours that's moved into town, think of ways where you can cross promote each other throughout the year. Say, hey, like let's say if you're a hair salon and an eyelash business moves in down the block, just say, hey, could I put a 10% coupon on your front register and return the favor, that kind of thing. Special events, get really creative. I don't know, do a socially distant Christmas caroling, or, stand outside your storefronts and have a group socially distant choir. It could be kind of fun. Sorry, as I'm moving my slides around. Contests. Okay, I just touched on that too. Think of different contests that you can do. Again, just did one. One of my clients is a car dealership, and we had the pink Chevy Camaro. Well, we can't drive it. We couldn't let people sit in it. It's COVID, so it's not like we're even going to have a barbecue and draw 100 people. What am I going to do with this thing? So we created a selfie contest with a hashtag specific to the contest so we can track it. And, with the challenge being, hey, as many shares as you get with this hashtag, to promote breast cancer awareness, the person with the most shares wins a prize. So, think what you have around you that can promote your business and your community as well. All of these ideas will help generate, safe activity and create a nice buzz of activity. And then lastly is the concierge concept. So you may be doing this already. You may have seen this around, curbside pickup, or even how can I help you shop? I'll give a shout out. They're not here, but Shemayo Gallery in Percy did a bang up job of this. They would go personal shopping for you. You could have set a time and they would FaceTime with you or video call, however, walk around their store, and you could say, I want that, I want that. And they would even wrap it up and ship it for you. And that was really successful around Mother's Day. So, just consider that. So that wraps up the community side of things. Let's move on to the digital marketing. So e-commerce, basic, right? No brainer. If your business is aligned to that, if you're selling products, are you set up for e-commerce? You can pretty easily add a store via Shopify and the like. You can even sell via Instagram posts. It doesn't have to be something elaborate, because I also know time's of the essence, budget is of the essence. Let's face it, energy and our wherewithal to add one more thing can be challenging, right? So don't make it harder on yourself than you have to. A sale's a sale. I think it was even 5 years ago on Instagram, I went birthday shopping. I didn't intend to. It happened in about 20 seconds. It was so easy. There's a shop in Tennessee that would post some of their items, this just in. And I saw something. I have a friend who collects handkerchiefs. This was a handkerchief. And I just messaged them and I said, hey, do you ship? And they replied with, put your PayPal email address in the comments. And boom, I had just birthday shopped. It was fantastic. So, don't let creating a big ecosystem hold you back. You can do it in a very basic way. Facebook also has a new feature. Now I don't know. I'm in a love-hate with Facebook, aren't we all? But they do have a new feature. Let me see if I can do this less awkwardly and share my screen, of setting up a shop. It is fairly new for this season. Come on, be nice. No. All right, here we go. No. I do apologize. I'm very clumsy with this. You're not going to do it, are you? Okay. All right, I'll put a link to it. Anyway, Facebook has a new mechanism where you can set up a shop on Facebook. Now, as a marketer, I will never recommend building your house on property you don't own. I always recommend having a website and housing most of your activity from that website, because that's the real estate that you own. That's not going to go poof tomorrow. That you control, right? However, for short term, just to get seen and move product out the door, we are in, intense circumstances. You can set up a shop on your Facebook page. Moving on to email marketing. I don't know how many of you do email marketing consistently in the course of your business. It's a great way to get right in front of your customer. That's also your owned real estate. And you know what? Your database of email addresses, that's your gold. So I highly suggest setting up email marketing. And again, MailChimp is probably one of the most simple setups. Constant Contact's fine as well. You can even start with your new holiday campaign, and add an email capture on your website. You can even add a widget on your Facebook page just to start growing that audience. Now, social media, it's been around, we're going on 12 years now, of course. Use it not just to inform, though, use it to advertise. Take full advantage of Facebook and Instagram ads to reach your target audience. Due to things with the elections, you can't micro-target as incredibly well as you used to be able to, which is kind of unfortunate. And I will also say, as a marketer, yes, it is kind of creepy as well, but we're going to use our powers for good, not for evil. But, you can still target to zip codes. You can still reach, certain demographics of income, consumer interest. It's not as precise as it used to be, but, you can do a lot with $50 or $25. You don't have to spend a lot. And the beauty of advertising this way is it's cost effective. You can be nimble. If you see after a week, this ad really isn't working for me, try a new tactic, try a different audience, try a different graphic. If you really have time and you want to dig deep, do some A/B testing. Establish your copy of the ad and run 2 ads with 2 different images. See what works better. It really gives you a lot to play around with. And, honestly, they're really, outside of getting absolutely no traction from something, there's no wrong way to do it. You can just experiment. And Facebook has also launched a season of support program. And I'll throw this in the chat after I stop sharing, so I'm stop being awkward with that. But they have launched a special program specifically designed to help businesses succeed on Facebook this holiday season, which, all right, I'll love them for that. Video. Don't be shy, okay? Video is an incredible way to get in front of your audience as well. You can go live on Facebook or Instagram, or you can create a clip. You can do Facebook stories, Instagram stories. Honestly, all of this, it lets you showcase your product, talk about your services, demonstrate your COVID safety. I have an example I'll show at the end of the presentation. You could do live sales. There's something online called Loyal Shops that help you do live sales. I don't know if there are a couple of boutiques in the area that have great success with that. I mean, you're sitting on your sofa scrolling through, oh, wait, hello. It's a terrific way to not just put yourself out there, but to actually do business, which is incredible. For professional services, how do I use video? Well, you can schedule, Zoom question and answer sessions. Do a monthly Zoom chat. Put it out there via your email marketing and your social and just say, hey, the first Tuesday of the month, we're going to discuss, we're going to start talking about estate planning. What's new in the era of COVID? How important is it that you should plan your estate planning? Now, we're not going to go deep dive into advice because, we're not going to cross ethical lines, but you can still share pertinent information that will put you front of mind as a thought leader. And then when people definitely have the need or they're ready to pull the trigger on it, they're probably more inclined to contact you. And if you do this consistently, you grow your audience and, you just grow your business. Let's see. Forgive me. Texting. Probably thinking like, what the heck is that there for? So investing in a texting program can really pay off depending on your type of business. There was an article on businesstocommunity.com that said 77% of shoppers use a mobile device to search for products. So there are texting services. There's one that I was looking at recently called simpletexting.com. For as little as $45 a month, it can help you build out a customer loyalty program, text out coupons, give product updates, promote events, really complement your social media strategy, create a whole customer service program, a VIP list. Again, with any marketing, you don't want to be that person that's in your face all the time. But if you just subtly work this in, you're going to be right there on someone's phone. All they have to do is click through. And, the less clicks, the better, I always say, because not that we are a lazy people, we are kind of, but, you want things to be as simple as possible. I just want to click through and get to what I want because I have to move on to the next thing. I'm busy. Build out your reviews and referrals, word of mouth. I don't care how cyber we get. It is still everything. So, of course, doing it online is the most helpful. Maybe once a week, you send an email out to people that have been in your store that week. Even if you don't get, do a formal, please, sign up on my list that you've been at my store. If you have their email address already, just kind of make a note. Okay, Sue is in on Tuesday. All right. So at the end of the week, just have a canned email response ready and send it out and say, hey, it was great to see you this week. Or if you're, again, going back to a hair salon idea or even a dentist or a service provider, it was great to see you for your quarterly portfolio review. We would love it if you take a moment and leave us a review on Google or Facebook. So that's a canned email that you can have at the ready with the links ready to your review sites. It'll take you, maybe 15 minutes to send out every week, and you can grow your reviews. And lastly, good old Google My Business. So if you have not claimed your Google business listing, please do so. It is the most important online listing that you can build for your company outside of your website, but actually maybe even more important than your website. That doesn't mean I'm saying don't have a website. Please do. But according to Moz.com, Google My Business continues to be the biggest driver of local SEO success. So it's a prime way to get found via search. Even if you've typed in a business name, the information box that you see at the right, and again, I'll pull one up once I get out of my slides here. That's all from your Google My Business listing. So it's free. And as you have it up and you're using it, you'll have access to analytics and you'll get to see. Now, I'm not talking Google Analytics. that's a whole different animal. But they will send you analytics of, you know, how many people hit click to call, how many people interacted with your profile, what search phrases are they using to reach you. Which can totally inform your marketing. You can add offers and products. And there are other online listings worth pursuing, but they're secondary to Google Business. So I'll pop a click guide in the chat. So let me stop sharing and let me stop right here and see if anyone has any questions at this point. And then I'll go back and we'll take a look at an example of video, and we'll take a look at a Google Business listing. There we go. No, all good. Oh, Melinda, where do we do what? The Google Business? Oh, just like Drive Sheets. Okay, great. I'll show you. Okay, so I'm going to take advantage of a client. I'll start with me and I'll show you them. So, you know, you're in your Google client, right? So you see your little icon up here, and pop in there. Oh, there's Google My Business. Now it's going to look a little different for you. And I will find a link for a step-by-step guide as well and send that out. Oh. Keep having to move my Zoom window, forgive me. Here we go. So here's what it looks like behind the scenes when you have your Google Business set up. You've got your home base, your posts, your info. So here in the info field, this is where you've got your address, add your service area. Now theoretically, I could say Montgomery County, PA. Don't be slow now. Thank you. Update your hours, you know, all the basics. But the beauty of it is adding the posts is incredible. So you can do a COVID-19 update so that when people look up your business online, they can see that in the box to the right. So let me do a side-by-side so you can see what this looks like. Oops, that's not helping. Okay, so here's the Google info box. So all the info we plug in here shows up here. So you can do posts. Now these posts only last 7 days, which is kind of annoying, but that's the way it is. You can add an offer. So if let's say you're offering, 20% off holiday sale, you can add the offer. You can share what's new. You can do an event. And here's another way to make some e-commerce happen. You can add a product price, product description. You can add a button to click through for how they can buy it. This is such a great, simple tool for people to be seen. Here are some of the insights I was referring to. So these are the most popular queries that were used. You know, because honestly, if someone's just trying to find your business to call you, they may not naturally go to the website. They'll just pop it in Google. So this particular client had 74 searches with hair salons near me, salons near me. And, you know, this can help you inform your marketing, knowing what people are looking for. I mean, this is pretty generic, except for African braiding. I mean, that may make this particular salon think, huh, Maybe that's a need in my community. Maybe I should consider offering that service or collaborating with a salon that offers that service. So, where customers view your business on Google, which is pretty cool. Search or maps. And of course, the reviews. Messages, people can message you. I will say it's managing several accounts. Sometimes when people do message you on Google, it pops up on your phone and you're like, wait, what? Oh, wait, who am I talking as? So I like to keep it through them. You can do bookings. You have to figure out if this is for you, to be honest. Sometimes you might like just one incoming route for information. But all that to say, there's a lot that you can do here. Google, sneaky Google that they are. You can even build a quote unquote website through Google. Maybe not the best way to go about it, but you can do it. I am totally guinea pigging this client for you. This is what it looks like to set up a shop. So if you go to your business page, your business Facebook page, and I don't know how many of you have the new version of it. I just took the leap because I thought, I'm going to have to do this anyway. But manage shop is where you would start to build out a shop. So let's say even for this type of business, they're certainly not going to sell hair services through the computer per se, but they could always set up a shop for product. Yes. We have a question about struggling to get photos updated on my Google listing. They seem to be customer photos. That is the one incredibly annoying thing about Google Business. So you see these photos here? Yeah, you don't get to choose what photo shows up here. I know I have another client who was not really, it wasn't a bad photo, but it wasn't, say, the best or the most current photo. Can't change it. So, unfortunately. Exactly. So that is the one drawback of that. So yeah, an idea of video. So this was just something that they did that was very grassroots. They shot this themselves on their phone. So don't feel like, if you want to hire a production company to do a short video, please go for it. It's not terribly expensive. I'm not going to say don't do that, but don't let that hold you back. So this is just a little video that was filmed. Are you going to play nice? No, come on now. Oh, gosh. Here we go. What is happening? See, here we go, gremlins. There are times, no, it's not the charm. Okay, well, trust me, there was a video there. So as you can see, it was just looked very basic. Another stylist in the salon just did a quick, hi, we just wanted to check in with everyone, showing, how we're operating during COVID. Here we go. God bless this person who decided that it was okay to show her mid-hair. So that just gives you a little taste of that. Don't be afraid to do that. I love the dog climbing up. So, bottom line, be creative. Let me take away screen sharing. Be creative. And, a lot of what I've shared, it's certainly not special or specific. The tactics aren't to the holiday season, but, just hone in on even one or two of these things. If there's something that you're not doing that you've thought, oh, I really should be doing that. Well, start that with your holiday theme. Of course, hello, allergies kicking in. I'm so moved by it, I start to cry. Anyway, sorry, guys.
No, Michelle, I just want to jump in because I
Yeah.
already listed 3 things that I know you're saying we'll be able to share with everyone on the call.
Oh,
A
good.
step-by-step guide of um,
Yeah.
can't even read my handwriting. The
Google My
Google business
Business.
setup,
Yeah, I'll find a link for
Google My
that.
Business, a Facebook shop link, which we kind of you did display it,
Yeah,
but
which I'll share it.
we'll
Hmm.
share that, and then just some PDFs you said you might have.
Yeah,
Um,
there's the Facebook Small Business Season of Support
Great,
link. And I'll also share the slides here.
wonderful. So we'll send
That's a
that to
help to anyone.
everyone
Yeah.
afterwards, and then we'll make them available to our members.
Yeah.
So, Percy Bro just mentioned, what about unifying all the events or marketing messages for my business? Do I just add the cheer logo to everything? Um, as the Upper Bucks Chamber, we're marketing this program for our members to solidify our members so that even our member to member sharing and the collaborating that Michelle talked about, which is huge. We saw so much more collaborating this year once COVID hit than any other year. So
Yeah.
I think boutiques were getting together with florists, getting together with dessert people. There was just a lot of sharing. So we want to help promote that. We are making the digital file available to our members who sign up so that they can use it when they do that Facebook post or the Instagram post. It's just a digital file that they can put in there. So we are hoping that the Cheer Here logo will be used like that. Um, I think each area, downtown business association, chamber, we have the shop small Saturday through American Express. Obviously Facebook has their season of support. So I think there's a lot of different organizations trying to do that unified message. This is our first time doing a holiday marketing program like that. I think we've done the shop small in the past, but we are attempting to make it a unified message. And also, just as a side note, when COVID started, the chamber just opened up our services to everyone. We member or not, just come to us and we'll help you. As a chamber, we don't receive government funding, state, federal. We weren't eligible for any programs, funding programs, grants, nothing. So as an organization, we're kind of looking back in and going, okay, how do we really help our members? We have to focus on them and get them, the support they need. So that's kind of the direction that the chamber's going into this holiday season and then strategizing for 2021. So
Yeah.
just putting that out there.
Yeah, it's unique because you're not a 501c3, it's a 501c6,
Yes, 501c6.
C6, which is it's
So
like,
so the PPP funding,
yeah.
state grants, county grants, federal grants, nothing. We weren't eligible for them. So, and we're trying to be the business organization that supports all the businesses around us. So we completely rely on our membership dues and any sponsoring events that we could do. And because we were only able to have 2 events, we were really essentially cut off at the knees. But we're trying hard. We're staying positive, and we're gonna figure it out in 2021. So
That's all we can do is get through this together. And I'm happy to chat with anybody, if you want to brainstorm something.
right.
Because
Well, I
yeah,
think your presentation proved that you have a lot of ideas. You can help businesses, not just during holiday marketing, that you can help a business get to that next level. Just some things that I wanted to recap. It's in that Michelle said that I think is so poignant is, promote your value and what sets you apart from another business or the big box stores. So I think that's really important. And then your 3 C's of communicate, communicate, communicate is really important. And oftentimes we don't think we're over communicating, and we really need to.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And it's easy to forget because you're living your days and you think, well, of course everyone knows, I told them. And you might, I won't say you might, you're going to feel And, I know I refer to that gut instinct of knowing whether you're over communicating or, being too much, but you're going to feel like you're saying things too often, only because even when you do, even when you put money behind something in a Facebook ad or an Instagram ad, you're still going to have to post your promotions often, just because of the algorithms. And you're going to feel like, oh, I'm singing the same song. They're going to be sick of me. No, not everybody is seeing you all the time. So just take comfort in that. And sorry, go
we'll
ahead.
I just saw a chat that the link didn't work, but we'll send
Okay, yeah, I'll
an
make sure it
email
works.
separately to everyone. So, because I know once the
Yeah,
Zoom ends for me, I'm not looking at the chat box anymore. So we'll send everyone an email.
yeah, I'll email them to you for sure.
Send Michelle's information in case you want to contact her and become a customer or client of Voice Matters. And I know that Michelle's always there to help businesses and be kind of that resource. So does anybody else have any other questions? And at this point, if you just want to take yourself off mute and ask it, I think that might be a great way. Um, Anybody, I think. Well, Michelle did such an amazing job that nobody has questions. So that's a good
And
presentation.
well, you're still here. That's a good sign.
Right. Well,
I'd like to
Hi,
say that,
Robert.
hello, Michelle. I think you put a lot of ideas in our head. So
Oh,
when you got a
good.
takeaway, I think there's a lot of stuff that we probably know. You organized it, and then you started to give different suggestions.
Mm,
And I do think that helps all of us. So I
good.
just want to add that because I think all of us will take
Good.
something away, confirm or
Yeah.
try.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, that's wonderful. Good. Good.
and I also think that even if you say we did try that, this feels like a time too where people can be a little bit bolder and take those chances again and say, I might need to retry that. Or we tried that
Yeah.
once, it didn't work, but we're gonna have to try it again and just start putting things out there because I think
Mhm.
in these times pivoting and being creative are the names of the game. And if something didn't work last year, it may very well take off this year. So
Yeah.
it was a good reminder of all the different things to think about. So
Yeah. I mean,
thanks for putting it together for us, Michelle.
oh, my pleasure. I'll leave you with just this. The worst thing that can happen, even if you feel your campaign might have failed, it didn't, because it gave you an opportunity to talk about your business in a positive light. So people will remember that if they hear it, even if they're not ready to use your service or shop in your store today.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
So we'll remind everyone again, keep the cheer here. It's a free online form on our website, and we'll be giving you digital and printable things to use for your business. And the Chamber's committed to also educating our community members to remind people to shop early and support local. So thanks everyone for being here today. Hope you have a great rest of your Thursday. Stay dry, stay sane, stay jolly.
Stay safe and jolly.
Right.
And happy Halloween.
Yes. Happy Halloween to everyone.
All right.
All
Take
right.
care. Thanks so
Take
much.
care. You too.
Bye.